Welcome to the E Cup Series Season 6 finale. We're at the high-banked, high-speed Texas Motor Speedway for the final race of the E Cup Series Season 6. 4 finalists have made it this far and have worked throughout the spring and summer to now get their chance to win this championship here in September. As we will meet those 4 championship contenders in a moment, as we get a look at the past 5 seasons champions. And today's driver will get his chance to put himself in the books right alongside them. All 4 of our championship contenders are starting in the top 6, so they've all got strong contending cars, and it should make for a very exciting race this afternoon. And let's meet them really quick. You see them all there. Starting in second today is Jeff Gordon. He won the first race of the season and has been very consistent ever since. He got in on points, as well as Matt Kenseth, who had an up and down season but was able to win last week at Bristol to jump himself into the top 4. Dale Earnhardt Jr. does not have a win this season, but he has been one of the most consistent drivers, as he's led the points for more of this season than anyone else. And Joey Logano won race 4 at Charlotte, and he's been strong as well, so he is starting 6th. And now let us take a brief moment to remember those who lost their lives in the attacks 14 years ago today on September 11th. So yeah, as we get set to race today, we will all race with that day in our thoughts. So now the cars will begin to roll off pit road here, as let's look at our starting lineup for today's race. On the pole is Kyle Larson, along with contender Jeff Gordon. Row 2 goes to Aric Almirola, and our last winner, Matt Kenseth. Row 3 belongs to 2 championship contenders, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Joey Logano. Row 4 goes to Brad Keselowski and Carl Edwards, a couple of winners from earlier this year. Row 5 is Ryan Newman and Kyle Busch. Row 6 is Jamie McMurray and Casey Mears. Then we have Jimmy Johnson in the 48, who just missed the cutoff, and Clint Boyer, along with Greg Biffle and Tony Stewart. Then we have Austin Dillon, who won race 8, and David Reagan. Then we have Trevor Bayne in the 6 and Danica Patrick in the 10, along with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 17 and Denny Hamlin in the 11. And then we have 2 winners from earlier this year, teammates Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick, along with Chase Elliott in the 9 and AJ Allmendinger in the 47. And then we have Casey Kane in the 5 and our race 5 winner Paul Menard rounding out the field. So there's your starting lineup, and here is your race info. It's a 10-lap race, 28 cars as always, and like I've said already and will continue to say many more times, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon, Matt Kenseth, and Joey Logano are your 4 championship contenders. Green flag is in the air here at Texas. And the finale is underway for the E Cup Series Season 6. Kyle Larson leads. Jeff Gordon moves up the racetrack a little bit, but he gets a good run. He's going to try and hold on to second. Logano moves into 5th. 3 wide there. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in the middle of that. Back there around 7th, 8th place, Junior ducks behind Brad Keselowski as Kyle Larson will lead the first lap of today's race. Jeff Gordon trying to close the gap on him through 1 and 2. Larson gets a little loose, slides up. That's going to open the door for the 24 cars. They rocket down the back straightaway. Jeff Gordon assumes the lead through 3 and 4. Aric Almirola still is 3rd. Now Joey Logano looking to the inside of Matt Kenseth for the 4th position as we begin the 3rd lap of today's race. Gordon trying to pull away from Larson. Larson not letting him get away. Joey Logano making some more progress. He looks for 3rd underneath Almirola. Now Kyle Larson looks for lead underneath Gordon. Oh, he gives him a nudge. Gordon's going to save it. Coming out of turn 4, Jeff Gordon with a heck of a save. He's going to fall back to 7th place, but does a good job of keeping his car from being tore up as we stay green. As now contact again with Gordon. Keselowski's around. Here comes McMurray and Kyle Busch with a hard hit on the inside wall. And we've got a crash here on the exit of turn 2. Tony Stewart and Casey Mears involved as well. And our first caution is out on lap number 4. And a 5-car wreck here on the exit of turn 2. Started right here. 3-wide battle. Jeff Gordon, who just made a miraculous save in the corners prior, was stuck in the middle of a 3-wide. Got a little loose, it looked like. Just barely clipped the left rear of Brad Keselowski. Sent him spinning into the field. And Kyle Busch still had a big hit on the inside wall. Hope he's okay. Seems to be, as Jamie McMurray involved as well. He's had a strong season. Just missed making it to the Final 4, but his day is done early today. See what happened again to Gordon there. What a save. He's going, that's when he's just about to get back in the gas, going almost full speed as hard as he can through the corners here at the fast Texas Motor Speedway, and he does a heck of a job saving that race car and keeping his championship hopes alive. So we will restart on lap number 6. Joey Logano is your race leader. Green flag is in the air for him. We're halfway through this race already. Matt Kenseth gets a good restart on the outside, but Logano's going to drive it in hard through 1 and 2 and is going to take the lead. He gets loose. Kenseth to the inside of him. Now here comes Kyle Larson making it 3 wide. Kyle Larson spoils the party and takes the lead. Matt Kenseth, though, trying to stay right with him. He's in second. Logano is third. Dale Earnhardt Jr. battling for fourth with Eric Almirola. Up front, Kenseth looks to the outside of Larson, going to try and get a run on him. Logano's right on the back bumper of Kenseth. Still too wide behind them between Jr. and Almirola, and looked like Logano might have gotten nudged into the wall slightly there as he moves up the racetrack off of 4. Dale Jr. going to take advantage and fly through the middle to take the third spot. Dale Jr. now, as we got a caution, as a couple cars spin down the front straightaway. David Reagan hits the outside wall hard, and Austin Dillon goes for a ride through the grass as our second caution will come out late in today's race on lap number 8. And let's see what happened really quick. Oh, it looked like they were a little 3 wide getting off the corner going down the front stretch there. Trevor Bain got into the back of Austin Dillon and spun him in front of David Reagan. Nowhere for him to go. And Austin Dillon, who had a good run at that road course a couple weeks ago, is not going to have a good finish to his season. He's caught up in this wreck. We will restart now with 2 laps to go. Our championship contenders are all right there. Gordon is 6th. Row 2, you got Joey Logano and Dale Earnhardt Jr. And Matt Kenseth has had a strong car today. He is in 2nd place. Kyle Larson leads for this green-white checkered attempt number 1 in the WWE Cup Series finale. Green flag is back in the air. 2 to go. Kenseth gets a good restart on the outside. Here comes Joey Logano, going to look to make it 3 wide. Kenseth's going to clear Kyle Larson down the back straightaway. They're coming to take the white flag this time. Kenseth to block Larson. Oh, he gives him a nudge. Kenseth's knocked out of the groove. Joey Logano goes by on the outside, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. moves into 2nd. White flag in the air here in the finale. And it's between Joey Logano and Dale Earnhardt Jr. to settle this championship. Matt Kenseth lurks in 3rd. Half a lap to go. Jr. looks to the inside of Logano. He's going to try and get a run through the center of the corner. Logano gets loose. Jr. to the inside. They come out of turn 4 to the line. Who's going to win it? Joey Logano wins the WWE Cup Series Season 6 championship by half a car length over Dale Jr. Joey Logano gets his 2nd win of the year and his first ever WWE Cup Series championship as he beats the 88 to the line by just a little over a nose as he celebrates the championship. I don't know that he was anyone's favorite to coming into this race, but he sure gave everyone a run for their money, and he comes out with the victory. Dale Earnhardt Jr., who led the points for more of this season than anyone else, he comes up just short, finishes 2nd. You see Matt Kenseth had a strong car today. He ends up finishing 4th, coming up just a little bit short. And Jeff Gordon did a good job of surviving any major travesties today, but he finishes 6th, so he as well will also come up short. But the man of the hour is Joey Logano in the 22 car. What a season for that team as he wins the finale and therefore wins the WWE Cup Series championship. Thank you to all of his sponsors who sponsored this championship winning team throughout the year, and I hope you enjoyed watching your driver win this race. Dale Earnhardt Jr., thank you to his sponsors as well, as a very strong season for that 88 team. Just to come up a hair short must be heartbreaking, but still a strong season. Kyle Larson finished his 3rd, was not a championship contender. Matt Kenseth had a strong car early on, didn't get a great restart, got that nudge from Larson. He finishes 4th. Thank you to his sponsors. And Eric Almirola, of course, with a strong final run of the season, gets 5th. And here are your full results. Logano wins it. Jr. is 2nd. I said the top 5 already. Jeff Gordon finishes 6th, just outside the top 5. So he, unfortunately, will also not be able to win the championship today. As a tough break for guys like Austin Dillon, David Reagan, Busch, Keselowski, McMurray, all those guys caught up in wrecks in their final start of the season. Tough break for them. As here are also your final point standings. Joey Logano is your Season 6 champion. And you can see where they'll stack up from here. Jimmy Johnson gets a well-earned 5th place finish. He came into the day the first guy to not make it into that Final 4, and he comes out the first guy who didn't make it into that Final 4. So a strong showing from that 48 bunch, despite not making it into the championship. And a good season for everybody, and I hope you all enjoyed this season. Thank you all the viewers for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Still plenty more to come from this channel. I'll be making more updates soon. Congratulations again to Joey Logano and all his sponsors. And for Season 6, this is Eric Estepp saying, see you later.